sure there's a switch around here that turns off that giant vent. Okay, data transferred. 2 more servers to go. Terminal should be behind that door, but how to open it? And only one server left. Transferring all the data to you. Are we good?
A lot of it seems to be encrypted. It might take a while to decipher and analyze it. But I think that's all we can do for now.
Great. Can't wait to get out of here.
Yes, better go while you still can.
Well, best of luck in your endeavors.
Your assistance is requested on an intercept of an OCAR trader before he leaves the system.
Hey, Hive. You don't think that this OCAR trader could be my old buddy Tareen?
There is a high probability that this is the case.
I can't let that happen. I have to warn him.
Such an action risks breaking the rules and exposing your false identity. The Commissioner would not tolerate such mercenary actions.
Can't stand by and watch friends die, Hive.
Initiating hacking sequence. You will need to remain close to the terminal until the firewall is broken.
Got it.
Managed to breach the firewall. Commencing download. It is done.
If only the hacking part would be this fast.
I have added the location of the next terminal to your display.
Something nice. Do your thing.
Accessing this kind of network is a complicated process. But for the sake of human comprehension, I am willing to call this a thing from here on out. thing download is complete.
How many more to go?
I only detect one more server in the vicinity.
Okay, let's get this over with.
Cross another one off. Thank you.
Initiating the thing.
You know, it sounds a lot cooler when I say it.
It sounds cool to who?
Ah, forget it. Just concentrate on the hack while I keep us alive.
Complete.
Finally, I could really use some idle superlight time now. So, Hive, can you tell me what we just stole?
Hit lists, diaries, accounting files, binge drinking videos.
Any treasure coordinates or fancy weapon blueprints?
No. But if you were interested to see some photos of Algrim slug whales...
Yeah, I think I'll pass. Here you go. 3.86 quintilobytes of random data. I do hope your client can find value in binge drinking videos.
That is up to them to decide. I, for my part, am very glad that I can finally show them something at all.
Sounds like you had this assignment lying around for a while now.
That is true. Frankly, you were the first one who made it back alive. Let me check the integrity of the files.
You should never have taken the assignment. Sending contractors to their doom for something this vague doesn't seem right to me.
If it was any other client, I would agree. But to people like this, you don't say no. Well, the packages look fine. Here's your payment.
I guess you don't want to elaborate on your client's identity?
No. But now that you've proven yourself, you may find out soon enough. I'll call you if something new comes up.
All right, see ya. That's Turin's freighter, all right.
I advise you not to intervene on the side of the trader.
Let me try something else. All of you, leave the vicinity. I'll have...
What in soul's name are you doing, Chief?
Turin, it's me, Adam. Get out of here before they have the chance to lock their cannons onto you again.
What an unusual turn of events. I admit to being flummoxed.
All units alert! Commander Roslyn's gone rogue!
It seems you have completely blown your cover.
Adam, I am safe and sound. If it were not for your intervention, I would be dead.
Yeah, well, don't relax just yet, Turin. It's not safe for you anywhere G&B are present right now. Here are some coords. It's a safe space in Cedo. You're welcome to join us.
That is a kind offer, Adam. I am compelled to accept.
More guests for your secret palace? Are you sure the other inmates will be happy with this?
Shut up, Hive. My cover.
Commissioner Hawk is expecting you at Noah Damara's starport for a debriefing. It is safe to assume that she will not be very happy about the outcome of this mission.
I'll have to think about how I'll play this. Turin, G&B were planning to kill you. Any idea why?
I have been supplying them with drill parts for Viridium, which could not be acquired through their regular supply chains due to its illegality.
Uh-huh. And I reckon they wanted to scrub any evidence of obtaining the parts through you. You need to tell me more later when we meet up at my base. But first I have some business to attend to.
You will find me where you sent me, Adam.
I've had enough of this disguise. Hive, you can drop the SIG too.
As you wish. You may have already noticed that I took the liberty of adding various locations to your star map after analyzing the data you gathered at Vesna Mining Colony.
Nice, new locations to explore.
By turning your guns on the elite squad, you blew your cover, ruined the operation, and risked the life of a valuable agent. It is fortunate that she has been able to cover her tracks, at least for now.
Look, you got the intel you wanted, and I got something extra for you. I rescued a trader who will testify to the fact that G&B have been illicitly buying Veridium mining drills. I'm positive that if you were looking for incriminating activities, you have it in spades.
Even though you didn't stick to the playbook, I must admit you are correct in that assumption. The Federal Council have enough to indict Blakemore. It is now more a matter of raising the political will to do so. Don't go far, Mr. Roslin. I may need you again. You will have to repay me for this botched operation somehow.
I put my neck on the line for you.
And your service will be noted for later consideration. Goodbye.
What a rude woman.
She let you live. She must have a soft spot for you.
All right, let's get back to base and give them an update.
You need to get back here pronto.
Problems?
Your guest has arrived.
Doreen is there already?
And an angry, shouty man. There's about to be a shootout on our doorstep if you don't get back here soon.
I don't like the sound of this. Hi, have you given any more thought to my question from earlier?
Certainly, I am perpetually processing on many levels, but my answer will not satisfy you. I am familiar with all of your iterations, since I was installed as the primary receiver of new clones. Many I have seen die, in almost every way imaginable. Some have abandoned me, and there are many others I have no information on, as I am unable to link with the Eterna Cloud.
Looks like we got a bit of a situation on our hands here, buddy. New arrivals not getting along at all.
Maddox, Tareen, stand down.
I came here in trust, Adam. I did not expect such hostility.
Oh, typical lizard. Always blaming the other side.
Cool it, Maddox.
Cool it! You know what a runaround I've had to take? I showed up here first time and there was a damn fleet cruiser parked outside. So I took the long way around, came back, only to find the damn O-car at the door.
Maddox, Tareen is an ally. I explicitly invited him here.
This does not sit well with me at all. Do I need to remind you that this is my base you're squatting?
Things have changed, Maddox. Do you want help or not? Let's discuss this like civilized beings.
Civilized beings, he says. Well, at least I don't shed my skin every few months like a damn iguana.
What an intolerable and despicable individual.
Maddox, Tareen, I'm gonna need you both to be quiet for a little bit.
So, how is your League of Nations coming along, Adam?
Yeah, Delia, I get it. Believe me, there is a purpose to all of this.
Adam, my friend, I did not come all the way to Ceto to be insulted by a raving speciest.
I know, Tareen, and I apologize for that.
I hate to have to say it, Adam, but this mix might not work.
I see that, Ben. It's a short-term arrangement.
Hey! The vending machine in the canteen only dispenses 2 types of ice cream!
Okay, Alec, that is the least of my problems right now. Please, everyone, just listen up for a minute. I brought Maddox here because there's a job I was going to help him with, which might benefit us all. But first, we need to track down Maddox's other partner for the full details of where we need to go.
Yeah, it's true. I do need assistance, but I wasn't exactly intending to take on a whole damn crew.
They come with me, Maddox. Either you accept that or you're on your own. So, what comes next?
Old Eduardo has the rest of the map. Or, more to the point, he is the map. We left him on an asteroid in the Kait Nebula. We dropped old Eduardo out there as part of the arrangements so the fleet couldn't find him. He should be right where we left him.
Damn, Maddox. If this is how you treat your comrades.
It's what he wanted. We all need a little R&R from time to time.
Okay, so, let's get going.
Nuh-uh. I still gotta fix the freighter to make it operable after the blast it received. Ooh, maybe your half-robot pal can help me with that.
My name is Ben. Sure, I can help you.
Course you can, Taco Bot. Adam, you gotta locate Eduardo alone. Just ping me when you get there and before you make contact with him so he doesn't get spooked by a new face.
What the hell, Maddox?
Just get it done, soldier. We don't have any more time to lose.
So where is this asteroid I'm looking for?
Yeah, well, I didn't exactly write down the coordinates, did I? Thought we could be compromised that way. So I drew a picture, see? He should be somewhere on a rock near that, thing.
God damn it, really? Is this all you're giving me to go on? It's just a stick figure standing on a circle with some squiggles around it.
Kait Nebula, now! Sheer, you do whine a lot, don't you?
This is not your typical jump gate.
My sensors indicate that this is the gate to the Kait Nebula. Certain markings bear a resemblance to architecture of the ancients, however recently modified.
Uh-huh. And what can you tell me about the Kait Nebula?
It is renowned for its inhospitable nature, due mainly to the dangerous flora which inhabit. There are also many species of fauna unique to the area which have yet to be entirely categorized.
You interfere without invitation. Prepare to be met.
What the... Hey, turn down the volume, guys. What's up?
Surrender your vessel and shed yourself of your material garb in order to pass through the portal of redemption and gain eternal wisdom.
You gotta be kidding.
You must submit to the judgment of the Redeemers, naked of your positions!
Is this for real? Religious fanatics? I thought they were phased out with the Fifth Enlightenment.
Prepare to be appraised by the Warden's gaze!
Who are these guys?
I have no data on any group named the Redeemers.
I'm not imagining things, am I, Hive? You did hear them demand that I pass through the gate naked without my ship?